But a guy who I have met who was one of the nicest people I've ever met and one of the funniest people. Yesterday, the legendary, and I do mean legendary, Gilbert Gottfried passed away at the age of 67 due to complications from myotonic. Why would you put this in the map like I could read?
Dystrophy.
Dystrophy?
Well, that's what it is.
I know it's a rare muscle disease.
Yeah.
It's a bit like MS.
That would have got me too.
Yeah, I should have said rare muscle disease. Yeah. But Gilbert was hilarious when I was on the Anthony Cumia show. We got to work with him a couple times, and he's just one of the funniest people ever.
Legend, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just legend. Amazing.
And you guys honor him on this show constantly.
Well, Steven does probably the best Gilbert impression in the history of mankind.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, so we wanted to take a second and just talk about, obviously what a talented guy he was, but let's also look at him on The Apprentice.
What did you think of Geraldo Gilbert as your project manager?
I thought he did a great job, unless you thought he did a bad job, in which case he was terrible.
He's
I'm
principled.
not sure how I felt about his Puerto Rican side, but his Jew side I was with 100%.
How did you find Gilbert? He's a different kind of a guy.
I thought at first he was going to be like Mr. Magoo, kind of like blindly bumping into walls and, going in, phasing in and out of character. But I must say, when push came to shove, Gilbert Gottfried really stuck up to the plate. He really did. He got celebrities there. He got
no one likes him.
There.
No.
He's a surprising and easily underestimated.
Here's where our troops are, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to give out military secrets.
Yes.
Oh, uh-oh.
You are here. We are there.
Please don't bomb
One
us
of my
here.
favorite ever appearances of Gilbert was actually in the roast of Hugh Hefner when he had to go up after Ice-T.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, this evening went by so quick. It just seemed like it started 50 hours ago, and here I am. Everyone else, it's so bad coming on after this, because everyone else did my act already. It's like Ice-T did my whole act right now, so I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna follow you white motherfuckers home and rape you f***ing white bitches.
Wow.
You see, it's such a strong bit, it still works.
You're just the funniest dude ever.
It turned into more of an Ice-T roast.
And if you're at home and the kids aren't around, read or watch Gilbert Gottfried reads WAP.
Oh, God, it's
so
the greatest
funny.
video ever.
It is so funny, isn't it?
It's so good.
So, rest in
sad.
peace, Gilbert. That's just absolute shame. And another person who's joined just tons of comics.
We've lost a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald, Saget, Louis Anderson, just like recently.
Yeah.
Rough, man.
There was a post, and I don't know if I saw you like it or not, but like retweet it, not like, you know what I mean? But where I think Gottfried said that, these two people being in the picture, Saget and Louis dying, and said that's sad. And then somebody actually posted, like, this is really sad now because all three people in the picture. Because Gilbert was in the picture with those two guys and saying, it's sad that I lost my friends. And that wasn't that long ago.
No, it was a couple months.
Geez.
No, it's just a shame, man.
Yeah. A lot of OGs.
Yeah, rest in peace, Gilbert.
Yeah. But the tweet that they sent out, by the way, was really good. The family was like, look, laugh, because that's what he wanted people to do. Not laugh at this, but just laugh and enjoy what he did and what he provided to the world. So we're not trying to be a downer, man.
He was one of the few guys that could, part of his whole persona was laughing at himself and having so much fun all the time. He was infectious. I mean, you just get drawn in by it.
Well, it was such a great character that he could be anything. And like one of the best bits ever is on the Norm Macdonald show when he's talking about what he would do to Angelina, or not, what's her name?
Catherine Zeta.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. For what disease?
And it's not his fault. Michael Douglas opened up that can of worms.
He started it.
Yeah, he said it's how he got throat cancer. And then he's like, I would get spina bifida. Spina bifida.
The worst form. MS. He would just shout out diseases.
Anything.
Yes, just so brilliant. And he was very, off camera, he was very meek and not that vocal guy, but the character that he had was just so brilliant.
Yeah.
And just so angry, but not really.
Yeah.
That's why I think it works so well in Steven's impression of now I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
Bernie.
thank you, Bernie
Yes.
Sanders. Jeez, this is a good idea, right? I'm hoping Steven's not watching right now. Now, Bernie Sanders.
He's not.
It's hilarious because Bernie is like this angry sounding guy and what he's saying a lot of times, and it works. But it was such a great character. Honestly, I didn't know that was a character. I didn't follow like comedy like you guys followed comedy. I just thought that's how the guy sounded most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it's like, oh no, that's something a little different. Like you obviously would have been able to see that if you had done any paying attention, which I didn't. But I was like, oh my gosh, that makes it even better for me. How do you keep your voice doing that all the time?
And he was just the filthiest comic imaginable.
That's probably why I didn't watch him as much. You loved it. I was like, I'll go back and watch Bill Cosby because he's moral.
He's one of those characters that, like, I knew him because I was a kid at the time from, like, Aladdin. That was the only thing I knew him from.
Yeah,
and then the
Problem Child.
Affleck commercials.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was like, oh, this guy is raunchy. Like, I love this.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, and they kicked him off the Affleck commercials.
They kicked him
for
off.
making some joke about.
He was like, do you know who I was?
Canceled early on. Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, we got canceled on a roast because it was right after 9/11, and he said, "I'm sorry, I'm late. I had a layover at the Empire State Building," and it was like the day after. I realized
Not
not
too
people at
soon.
home aren't laughing. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's still good.
It's funny.
I don't care.
It's,
Well,
you
he's your
find
friend.
light in the darkness.
Yes.
That one podcast episode with Artie Lang, Steven.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, he's in tears the entire time, and a lot of it is just them laughing. It's not even bits. It's just they're just having a good time.
Artie and him would go back and forth, probably harder and funnier than anybody I've ever seen two people do. It was brilliant, just brilliant, and it's just tragic. And rest in peace, man. That sucks.
It really does.
On a happier note,
watch Louder with Crowder live Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.